Give me that. Yeah. We're doing this. We're doing this. I got you, Randy.
Okay.
I got you. Twins pulled over for near identical license plates en route to Twins Festival. Ooh. All right, we're doing this. Should rivers have the same legal rights as humans? A growing number of voices say yes.
What about London Marathon 2018, where the runners collapsed from the hottest ever London Marathon?
I don't care about London.
But you know what's funny about it?
Or the runners, or how hot it is. They should have prepared for that.
What's funny, though, is it was only 23 degrees Celsius, which is 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And they were passing out from running in it.
Jesus, what a bunch of fucking losers.
That's why I think it's funny.
Headline news. All the same bullshit. Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I'm Martelle, and with me always is Randy. What up, Randy?
What is going on?
Same old, same old. How you doing?
Tired.
Wake up. We got a show to do.
Wake up. We have to win tomorrow.
Sure.
Just watched The Waterboy last week.
I think we did too.
Yeah, I'm just really tired today. We got up early this morning and went and looked at a minivan some friends of ours are wanting to get rid of. And he was like, you know, this thing's literally been sitting here for a year, so you can have it.
Oh, free?
So, yeah, free. It's like, they're like, we hate the fact that people pay taxes multiple times on a vehicle and all this, so whatever you got to do, just take it. He put in a battery, just started up, fired right up.
Nice.
Engine sounds good. I mean, it's an old van. It's kind of dirty, but it'll be a good little run around town van.
Nice.
But anyway, yeah, I got up early so we could go do that before coming here. And now I'm wishing we would have scheduled that for after this. I am a little tired.
I'm with you. I'm a little tired too. And got a slight hangover.
Slight hangover? Nice.
Slight. It's been a long time since I've felt this way. So,
you know what's good for that?
More alcohol.
Hair of the dog.
Yeah. I tried a new beer last night from Wolfridge Brewing.
Yeah.
And it was thick as syrup. Tasted amazing. But it was like, and it was low alcohol content relative to its thickness.
Low for what?
Relative to its darkness and thickness. It was only 10.5. Only
10.5. Double a normal light beer.
Well, the stuff that I usually get from Evil Twin is like
18.
And this is 10.5. So it was coffee, dark chocolate, and molasses.
All right, that kind of sounds good.
It was so good.
I was going to say I usually hate your nasty beers, but that sounds kind of good.
It was amazing. It was called Dire Wolf from Wolfridge.
Diarrhea.
No. It was so good. Which is
what it gives you.
I ended up drinking 2 of them last night. I'm like,
and you got a hangover from 2 beers?
I know. That's what I'm just like, oof. But
wow.
One of the pills I take also
turns you into a vagina?
No, it could give me hangover symptoms.
Oh, okay. Well,
so
probably good to mix them then.
Yeah, so that's what I did last night.
I got a little drunk last night.
I seemed to constantly.
I did not drink syrup beer last night. I stayed up late playing Xbox and then fell asleep in my recliner.
No, I didn't do that.
And then went to bed about 3.
I was in bed at 9:45.
Yeah, I probably fell asleep around 1.
Something like that.
9:45, and you're tired?
I'm beat.
I'm pretty beat too.
I'm on a shitload of different medications though, like 2 different muscle relaxers.
You're limping around.
A nerve relaxer and inflammation pill. Inflammatory.
Uninflammatory.
Inflammatory.
You're a mess. You're an old mess.
Just,
good thing I brought you something to try.
Sweet.
A surprise. I don't want you to see the label yet though, so don't look. I have to open the bottle.
Here, I'll close my left eye.
Okay, close. I want to only.
I'm not
let
looking.
You see the back of the bottle, but still try not to look.
Fine.
Because I have to open this. Usually when I do this to Martelle, he's very leery because I make him try really cheap stuff.
Well, I'm fine with the cheap stuff. Like you brought the Ancient Age the other day. Or the last, not the one time. Yeah, the Ancient Age. And that was really good. So.
Getting harder to find.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep. I haven't. I mean, you can find it. It's not like a Blanton's or anything, but it comes out of Buffalo Trace. And It's kind of, I think more people are starting to key into it. Probably because of all of our thousands of listeners heard me talk about it.
Well, we had a couple new listeners from out of country.
I saw that. For once, I looked at the biometrics on our site. I didn't realize we've had like 140,000 downloads or something.
Is it that many?
Yeah, it blew my mind. I refreshed the page thinking maybe I went somewhere wrong.
I'm going to look here right now. So we've had, all time we've had 2,060 downloads.
It was 140,000 interactions.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Yeah, we've had 2,060 downloads, and so 2.1. Yeah, but we've had. I got to jump back to last week. I think we had some downloads from the UK, Japan, and Australia. So hey guys, what's up?
Thank you for checking us out.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Cheerio, oi mate, and what was the other one?
No, Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Or no, it wasn't Japan. Germany. Australia, Germany, and the UK.
Oh, so to the Australians, good day, mate. And to the, what was it? Germany and who else?
Germany and UK.
To the UK, cheerio.
Cheerio.
And to the Germans, I know.
That was like a combination of Japanese with some German.
Yeah, that guy moved to Germany at a young age.
Okay.
From Japan.
Gotcha. So now that we've offended everybody.
Hear the cork?
We're good. I heard.
Heard the cork. I smell it.
You smell it?
Yeah, I brought a real bottle with...
He who dealt it, smelt it. Smelt it, dealt it.
There you go.
Got it backwards.
So we'll just do a little finger pour here.
All right.
Okay. I got 5 fingers.
All right, hold on.
So, yep, come get yours.
Coming around.
It'd be way more convenient if we were close. Like the Kamiwaza guys, they're like...
It would be.
within reach of each other.
Someday. Oh, jeez, I can smell it from here and I haven't even...
Oh, it's a strong one.
It is.
Now, this particular flavor, I have not had myself. So...
Got to get the coffee taste out of my mouth.
Apparently, I got a little in the bottle.
All right.
So we'll do a tasting, talk about it.
It's got a very caramel toffee smell to it, and it's kind of heavy on the methanol. Like it's got a smell that it's going to burn.
Going to burn, yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I'm worried now.
Oh, you get to sip it. We'll splash some water in it.
It smells good. Good.
All right, let's give
smells good.
Give her a tasting.
All right, let's see here. It smells good. Have you had this before?
Not this particular type.
Okay.
I've had others from this same maker.
Ooh.
I like this a lot.
I do too.
A whole lot. Like
this is good.
Now here's the thing. This particular drink was on a stand that said these are no longer going to be sold in Ohio. When they're gone, they're gone. And this was the last bottle of this.
Were you down at the last call store?
No. Nope. I was at Hooch's in Chillicothe, Ohio.
Okay.
So, what tastes do you get? Let's give our review and then we'll talk about it.
I have to do another taste again.
Screw that hangover. We're going to get rid of it right now. I think it tastes way better than it smells.
It does. It definitely tastes way better. So I'm trying to figure it out right now. I'm getting
not a lot of burn.
Not a lot. I'm getting. I want to say it's like a little bit of cinnamon.
Okay, I could see that.
Like a red hot. not like a cinnamon bun, almost like a Red Hot.
Oh, yeah. More like the candy cinnamon.
Yeah, like a candy cinnamon,
Ooh,
which is different than something normal. And a little bit of caramel on the finish. So, and some toffee up front. So it goes like toffee.
Now I'm feeling burn.
And then like the Red Hot cinnamon, and then the caramel like as a finish.
Yeah.
So it's a little different.
I agree with you on that.
It's a little different.
How many donuts you give it? Now this only cost me about $25, so it's not real expensive.
I'll give this an easy 2. I like it. Yeah. I'll give it a 2. I'd buy it.
You'd buy it, but it's not something like
I wouldn't
go nuts for.
No, I wouldn't go nuts for it. If I saw it in the store and I was walking by, I'd be like, I'd pick
Solid.
it up. Yeah.
I mean, for $20-$25.
Yeah. I'd pick it up.
But you're not worried about going on vacation to get some?
No.
Like Virgil King?
No.
I got a buddy in Vegas right now.
He should get some too, bitch.
I messaged him, like, dude,
if it, hit me up. Is he flying or is he? I
think he flew out there.
He just buy another bag.
Right. It was like, if you bring a couple bottles back, we will buy it.
Yeah.
Like, just hit me up.
But, yeah.
So, yeah,
big bottles, not the small ones.
This is actually not bourbon.
Oh, it's whiskey.
Rum.
Oh, this is rum.
This is rum.
Is it stored in whiskey barrels?
Here's where it intrigued me.
Okay.
This is Mount Gay, which is a hilarious name anyway. But Mount Gay is a rum, typical Barbados. I'll read from the label here. Mount Gay established 1703. This is a Barbados rum. This particular one is a small batch handcrafted. It's called a Black Barrel. So it tells you the bottle number, the barrel. It is a aged double pot still distillates and aged column distillates. That's the blend. The water source, I love this. It tells you where the water comes from.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Pure coral filtered spring water, St. Lucie and Barbados.
Saint what?
St. Lucie.
St. Lucie.
Not Lucia.
Okay. Just double checking.
But yeah, it even has the signature of the master blender here. It is 96 proof or 86 proof. So there's where your burn comes in. But what intrigued me, now I had the Mount Gay rum, just the straight rum before.
Yeah.
At a formal dinner party. A buddy of ours hosted, Sean. Mm-hmm. He said, you got to try this. And I laughed because it was Mount Gay.
Yeah.
And, I'm a kid. So I was like, all right, let me get some of that Mount Gay. I'm all about it. Broke back, here we go. And I really liked it. So when I went in just checking to see what they had, I saw that this was like, we're not stocking this anymore. This is it.
Right.
And I saw Black Barrel. Didn't know anything else about it. So I bought it and thought, I'll probably save it because I'm not going to be able to have it. It'll just be one to hold on to. But it is a blend of both matured double pot distillates and aged column distillates, which are finished in bourbon oak barrels. So, as we had in our discussion about what makes bourbon, how it's finished, guess what, Greg? This is still a rum.
And
it doesn't become a bourbon.
Right.
But yeah. So, it's very unique. I've not known of any other rum to be finished in bourbon barrels that I've had. I know they're out there.
So I'm looking at, because you brought this up, I'm looking at the OHLQ website.
Okay.
And it is available everywhere in Columbus, including here in Lancaster.
Well, good. Run out and grab a bottle, everybody.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
According to the sign, they're not going to be carrying it anymore.
Yeah, it's...
Once it's sold out. They're not like pulling it off shelves, but it just said once these are gone, we're not stocking them anymore.
Yeah, Mount Gay Black Barrel. You got Black Barrel, right?
Yep,
not just
Black
Black.
Barrel.
Black Barrel, $25.32 is the price they have listed. If you can find Mount Gay 1703, that's $199.98.
Well, they're all 1703 because that's when it was established. So I think all their labels say that.
And
there's one that's just called the 1703. I haven't had that.
Well, that's the $200. That's the $200 bottle.
Whew.
And it's
not for me.
Let's see. I can tell you where it's available at if anybody would like to go out and get it. There is a partial limited availability at Alum Creek Carryout in Obetz.
Alum Creek carry out. No,
they have a $200 bottle of rum. That's the only place I see
exactly
it.
where that is, too.
Yeah. That's the only place in Central
That's like
Ohio.
a hole in the wall. I'll probably get shanked if I walk in here kind of store.
That's probably the best store to go buy some whiskeys and bourbons at.
$200 bottle of rum.
But the Black Barrel is available literally everywhere.
Oh, there you go. Maybe
in
they're just
Central
not
Ohio.
importing it anymore. I don't know.
I don't know.
But $25, I grabbed it.
Yeah, $25. You can't beat that at all.
Nope. And I do like it. You give it 2 donuts. I'm going to give it a 3.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 2.
Because I'm not big on rum. I think this would be great in a mixed drink.
This would be good with a splash of Coke or a splash of Dr. Pepper.
Ooh, that would be good.
Or even root beer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You got some of that stuff?
Actually, I think I do.
Good. Yeah, that I bet that would be good.
Actually, I know I have Coke and root beer
Do
downstairs.
we need to pause and get some Coke or root beer?
No, we don't need to pause. We'll send a text.
Oh, nice.
So,
we'll just continue through the show.
Yeah, we'll continue with the show and
we'll mix and tell you how it tastes mixed.
Yeah.
Because I only took 1 little sip. 2 little sips. I still got a good bit left.
So we're gonna do a couple kick it old school a little bit today and do an Urban Dictionary game.
Oh.
I've only got 3 questions.
Okay.
All right. Urban Dictionary, and then we're gonna roll right into internet slang. So
we're starting Urban Dictionary, rolling it into internet slang.
Yeah, we're gonna see if you know some of these internet slang terms. All right. So your first Urban Dictionary game term, prime timing.
Deion Sanders' nickname was Prime Time, so it's obviously making love to Deion Sanders. No, that's not my official guess.
Okay.
Prime timing, I just imagine everything's dirty and sexual when we do this. Prime time.
Prime timing.
I mean, prime timing is just good, having good timing. Like getting the job done in the moment it needs, like coming through in a pinch. It's like, buzzer beater, 3-point shot to win the game, bottom of the 9th, grand slam to win the game. Prime timing doesn't have to do with sports, I think. I honestly, I'm drawing a blank. I don't even usually have a good idea, but everything's coming up sports related to me.
Right.
So I'm going to say being the hero, winning the game. I don't know.
All right.
I feel like I'm way off. Like
You're way off.
not getting a point on that.
No, not even close.
All right, what is it? Should Mom turn off?
No, she's good. Staying up late, watching TV after midnight. Usually prime timing involves watching the return of your favorite TV shows.
That's it?
Reruns of your favorite TV shows.
That's all. There's
That's
nothing
it.
else.
Nope.
No chill part of that.
Nope.
Dang.
I know.
Which means you're really going to ramp up the next 2. Because you don't just give easy ones. Okay.
All right.
See, I can't get my mind out of the gutter when you read me these because they're always so awful.
All right. So the next one. Dead ting.
Dead. Spell that for me.
DEADTING. Dead ting.
2 words?
2 words.
Dead ting is my Asian friend who got killed in a drive-by shooting when I lived on the west side.
I thought that was Wong Wei.
Special delivery.
Oh, we get both.
Ooh. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
We got Coke and Barks root beer.
And a root beer.
Barks has got bite.
Yeah.
That was Martelle's wife giving us a special delivery. She's way too nice for him.
She is.
At least to me.
She is.
Dead ting.
Yeah, not Wong Wei.
Not Wong Wei. Not holy sheet.
Nope.
Not some ting Wong.
Nope.
Dead ting.
Dead ting.
I got nothing, man.
Yeah, and we're always going with top definition from Urban Dictionary.
Right. Read it to me. I'm
right.
0 for 2.
I don't get it, but here we go. Dead ting. Joanna from Love Island. She is a dead ting.
Well, I mean, that's not a definition. That's an example.
Right.
Man, you picked some crappy ones this time.
I know. It's Urban Dictionary. It's not me.
Is there another definition for that gives us a clue?
No, it just says Joanne.
Like, she's a ting?
Joanna is a dead ting. They're all the same thing.
Does that mean she's like a ting?
Amber describing Joanna from Love Island. Joanna on Love Island. It's all the same. Oh, here we go. It's the very last definition. All right, ready?
Yeah.
A person who is a boring cunt and extremely dull.
Oh, so it's not positive.
It is not positive. I'm going to go ahead and give that a like. That should be the top definition.
Kind of like saying dead fish.
Yeah.
Just kind of bleh.
Blech. Why isn't that the top definition? And that's from 2017. All these other definitions are 2019. Would have been better if that's top definition. All right. Next one. This is the last one. We're going with top definition.
All right.
Chunk. Not chunk. Chunk.
CHONK?
ONK. Chunk.
Chonk? Chonk?
Chunk.
I don't know. Chunk made me think of the Goonies.
Do the truffle shuffle.
Yeah. Chonk.
Chonk.
That's the sound that the toilet water makes when you drop just one mass, one of those like really dense ones.
No, it goes
so you gotta work to get out. Just chonk. Then you get Poseidon's kiss. That's all I got. I don't know. You've, for the first time ever, stumped me completely. I've not got one of these even close.
I didn't get one of them. I'm sitting here reading it. All right, chunk. First seen in an internet meme that began circulating circa summer 2018, the word chunk referred to an aggressively chubby house cat.
Okay. So it's a play on words for chunk.
For chunk.
Okay.
Yep. It's just a big fat cat.
Yeah. Dictionary, just Googling chunk says chonk and chonky are great examples based on the words chunk and chunky. Chunky cracking a cold one. Saturdays are for the boys and the root beer.
It's a beer. It's just a root beer, though.
When you look at Google images under chunk, the first picture's me as a cat. Oh, man, that is great.
Oh, that's
fantastic. Good. Is it good?
Yeah.
With the root beer?
With the root beer.
Bring it on over here.
Here I come.
Let's try this.
Across the studio.
Across the whole studio. Dump me some of that in there. So we're probably at about a 1 part rum, 2 parts root beer mix here.
About that.
Roughly. And,
all right.
Just using standard Barks root beer.
Barks root beer.
Oh, that's money.
That is.
There are a couple ice cubes in that.
I don't even
sip on it.
I'm not even going to open the Coke. Not going to bother.
That's money.
Yeah.
First time ever we've done a mixed
drink.
Well, we did an old fashioned before, but first time we've ever used a soda pop.
Yeah. Well, it's first time we did it rum, so
that's true. That's good. I liked it straight, but that's money.
Yeah.
And I have to enjoy this because I have something I haven't told you I'm going to be starting Monday.
Oh shit.
I got challenged. Well, we kind of challenged each other, but GW.
Yep.
We had him on the show. And our cousin Jeff, we call him Jay, we are starting 75 hard days. I don't know what it's called. It's something that GW'd seen. And here's the 5 rules that we are taking from it and adhering to for 75 days. No more than 2,000 calories a day. That's just smart.
Right. Well, use MyFitnessPal.
I'm getting into it.
Okay, good.
So this is exactly how it's written. Use MyFitnessPal app to track it. We have to post a screenshot before going to bed each day to our group thread.
Okay.
Rule 2, No alcohol. None for 75 days. So obviously that's going to affect tastings here. So we might get your opinion and then me on how I like the smell.
Smells good. I want
Smells
some.
great. Smells like you're having a good time. Must exercise 2 times a day or 60 total minutes. So 2 half-hour workouts a day, one of which has to be outdoors.
Sounds
somehow.
like you need to hit up TFA.
That's too far. Rule 4.
Wrong attitude.
Okay. This attitude I've chosen. Rule 4 is read 10 pages a day of either a business or some kind of self-help book. Post book name and page numbers each day.
You should get The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
That's what I'm starting with.
You said the F word.
I did, but I read a book title, so it's okay.
Oh.
It's like when you read hell in the Bible, it's okay, but you can't tell somebody to go to hell or you're going to hell.
Oh.
But that's the name of the book.
I tried to get you on a technicality. Damn it.
But I've heard such good things about it, so I said, you know what? I'm picking that one.
Well, as I say, if you listen to Kamiwaza,
they've talked about it.
they've got that. They've got however many, I think they're up to 8 books now in their book club. So if you go back and listen
right
to out of every month, you can pick one of those books, like some of Seth Godin or they had another guy on. I can't think of who it was.
Yeah, go check them out.
Yeah.
And then rule 5 is to take daily accountability photo. Shirt off. He said it's just the 3 of us and we've seen each other naked. Not intentionally.
You guys doing Greco-Roman wrestling?
Yes. And it's only because we're all guys and we're all related. And we got to post it. So I replied, I'm in for 1 in 5, which is the tracking calories and the nudie pics. He's like, yeah, it's not how it works.
Sure it is.
But I talked to him. I was like, man, we do tastings like on the show. So now I've got to basically make this. I didn't want to make this public because I see so many people that are like, I'm starting P90X. I'm starting Body by Body. I'm starting Beachbody. And they get pretty far into it. And then they, quit. And it's all, everybody's like, oh, what happened? I didn't want to make a big public thing on Facebook. Like, oh, we're doing this. And I just don't care if people know what I'm doing. But if I don't, people be like, why did you stop doing tastings?
Right. But if you do it, if you do it publicly, then other people hold you accountable for doing it.
Yeah, but those are people I don't care about. Those 600 people on Facebook. These two, we talk almost daily.
Right.
So then that's where the accountability comes in for me. I'm sharing on the podcast here just so folks understand after this episode, there's going to be a bunch of me not doing tastings.
There's going to be me getting drunk.
It's going to be Martelle getting hammered because we recorded at his house, so whatever.
And super soft.
Got nothing better to do on a Saturday morning than get slammered.
I go out to mow on a Saturday and the lines are all weavy.
You're just out there asleep and the zebra turn's going in a circle. Just have to come out and try and stop it.
Passed out.
Man.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, this
rum
beer
with the root beer, amazing.
Pretty good.
All right, so Urban Dictionary's done. We both failed that, and I read them all. All right, so this is internet slang terms.
Okay.
We'll see if you
if I can get what these are.
Yeah,
I'm on the internet a lot. I should do okay.
I hope so. So ALA.
Alabama.
No.
Football season is 1 month from today. The Buckeyes kick off. Let's go. Sorry.
Not Alabama.
Real excited.
ALA.
Go Bucks. ALA. Always losing anal.
Wow.
I don't know.
Mormons for the win.
What's ALA?
It means great, very nice.
How?
I don't know.
No, that's not slang. That's just somebody throwing letters together and saying, I want it to mean this.
It's on the website. It's on a website. 53X.
The line. 53X?
53X.
53 times.
It's slang for sex. 5.
Oh, the 5 and the 3.
Leet speak, buddy. Leet speak.
We're going back to the calculator, spelling out boobies.
Ship.
Ship?
Yeah.
Championship. We're going to the ship.
relationship.
The ship. Wow, that's dumb. Not in hardball.
All right, here's
Keanu Reeves for taking the cucumbas all the way to the ship.
I'm going to lob one to you. Ready? Bay.
Oh, that's babe without the second B because people are idiots.
Or it means Dutch for poop.
I hate bay.
Peep
Not as much
is
as
people.
Fur babies or fur parents. Or I saw a bumper sticker the other day.
It said coexist.
That said, I love my fur grandbaby or fur grandchild.
That person should be run into a ditch.
I thought about it. No ditches available.
Let's see. Some of these are too easy, like jelly, throw shade,
Jealous.
OG,
Yeah, I know all those.
glow up.
Oh, glow up's easy. That's like over a length of time where you better yourself somehow, whether it's financially you get a nice big house, a new job, or whether you physically go from looking geeky or nerdy or trashy or ugly, and then you develop into a beautiful butterfly.
That's close. That's really good. It's not over time though. It's just upgrade your appearance to a better version. Enhance your look.
I mean, it all takes time.
Let's see. Ooh. Sip tea.
Sip tea?
Sip tea.
I actually know this one. I've heard this before. Sip tea is when...
Because I have one that's similar to it.
It's kind of like the Kermit meme. That's none of my business. It's like when you're talking about other people, that's sipping tea. Like,
that's
we're
right.
sipping, we're sipping.
Mind your business.
Barks and rum, but yeah.
All right. So here's a couple others I'm hoping you won't know.
Shut up.
Giggle mug.
I don't know. Isn't that one of the... that's either a Fraggle Rock character or one of those things that the Harry Potters call humans giggle mugs.
That's a muggle.
Yeah. Potato, tomato. Both fruits.
Giggle mug.
I don't know what a giggle mug is.
It's a person who's always smiling.
That makes sense. That's like Shipe.
We
had him on the show for college football.
Yeah, he's always smiling.
Mug.
So these
Always
are Victorian slang terms now, not
face.
Not internet.
Victorian slang terms.
Yeah,
didn't we do these before?
We've done a couple of these. I think we did sauce box. Do you remember what sauce box was?
Nope.
Victorian slang for mouth. Shut your sauce box.
Punch you right in the sauce box.
Got
that
the morbs.
Way dirtier than
I know.
It is. Oh.
Got the morbs.
Got them orbs.
Got the morbs.
Got the morbs?
Got the morbs.
I don't know what a morb is. So I don't know how you got them. It's got to be like smallpox or something.
No. It's express.
Gonorrhea?
It is to express temporary sadness.
I feel like in the
morbid.
Victorian, I feel like back then they were so bored because they didn't have Netflix.
They came up with things
that they just sat around and said, how can I say this, but take more time saying it? Don't just say I'm sad.
Got the morbs.
I'm sad's only 2 syllables. I have gotteth the morbs.
I'm going to start using some of these terms.
I said that last time, but I forgot them all.
Poked up.
Poked up? Sounds like something I'd hear down on Mount Vernon Avenue.
That would be porked up.
I don't know what that is either.
Well, I just made that up.
Oh.
Porked up would be to mean they're pregnant. But poked up is embarrassed.
Poked up means embarrassed.
Yeah. Tight as a boiled owl. Tight as a boiled owl. Which is what we're about to do right now.
Tight as a boiled owl. I don't know.
Referring to a drunk person.
I still don't know what it means.
It refers to a drunk person.
Oh, it just refers to a drunk person?
Yeah. They're tight as a boiled owl.
Tight as a boiled owl?
Yeah. Instead of saying he's drunk.
Usually people that are drunk, you use the term loose. They're getting loose, getting sloppy.
Well, we do now. Back then
it was tight.
As tight as a boiled owl.
He's tight. I hope you are listening.
Bitch the pot.
Bitch the pot?
Bitch the pot.
That's when you yell at the marijuana for not being good enough.
No. Pour tea. It means pour the tea.
Why not just say pour the tea?
No, you got to bitch the pot.
That's the dumbest thing. Victorian people are idiots.
Chuckaboo. I do use this one.
Chuckaboo?
Chuckaboo.
I got nothing.
It's a close friend. Come here, Chuckaboo. You my Chuckaboo.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure where I come from, you get hit in your sauce box if you started calling your friends Chuckaboos.
There's one more I'm looking for that I can't. It's what is it? Shit, it's like steam pants or something.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, I can't find it. It's so good. All right, I'm done with this shit. Let's do some news. All right. News. So you sent me a couple articles, and one of them's really cool. It's a good idea in theory. I don't know how we could implement it here in Ohio.
Okay.
But in Iowa, one teacher is giving school credit for students in PE for doing yard work.
Yes. Specifically for elderly people, right?
Yes. And people with disabilities. But I'm trying to figure out how you track all this or how you prove that they did it. Because I know in Toronto, you couldn't track this. Like, that just, kids would say they did it and it would never get done, or they say they did it for someone who didn't exist.
It's like one of those people that votes, but they're dead. They've been dead for 40 years.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mowed Mr. Johnson's lawn. Like, he ain't lived there for 15 years, bro.
And Mr. Johnson's been dead for 20 years.
Oh, so he was living there 5 years after he died. And then finally his body was discovered and his soul was released.
Right. So it's an interesting concept. Unless, and I didn't read through the whole article, so it's called a landscaping program, and they're saying it's beneficial for both student and elderly, but I don't know. I think it's a great idea. I just don't know how they would implement it unless they're assigning places for these children to go.
I don't know. I imagine, I think it'd be fairly easy if they said, okay, your job is to mow this, and this yard. And those people, the owners of that property, could verify, yes, they did do it, or no, they didn't.
Right.
I think that's the only way you could really track it. That's unless you're watching them do it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It would have to be, there has to be some viable way for them to track things getting done.
Either way, though, I think it's a fantastic idea.
But they're only doing it the last 2 weeks of school as well. So it isn't done throughout the year.
It's probably easy, though. Well, the last 2 weeks of school is when it's rolling into summer. I mean, they're not going to mow through the winter. They could do shoveling sidewalks. But it'd be harder to plan that.
Right.
Because, snow falls when it falls.
Yeah.
But I just think it's cool there's a concept where they're thinking outside the box as far as standardized education goes. Because, I remember PE. I used to love gym and hate gym. I loved basketball. I loved even tennis. Some stuff that I don't really care to actually, compete in. But then you got days where it's all right, we're just going to go jog around the track for 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's what,
jog, walk. It's just boring. So there are times I didn't like gym. I didn't mind doing the physical exertion as long as I was having fun.
Yeah, see, my PE teacher was an alcoholic and drank while we were in gym class.
Yeah, that was our social studies teacher.
In his coffee mug, he always had Jack Daniels.
Nice.
And he'd just sit at a desk on the outskirts of the gym, and people just walked around the gym or sat in the bleachers.
Just did whatever.
Kids played hacky sack.
Yes.
Shoot basketball. Throw footballs the distance of the gym.
Sack. You just go jump in a circle anywhere every day.
Right.
Pogs. I saw Pogs the other day online.
I haven't seen those things in forever.
I need to find mine. I think mine are like mom and dad's basement in my old dresser or something. Wow. Start playing for keeps, son.
Ooh.
I got a holographic metal slammer. Take you down. Got to put the right spin on it.
I remember before Pogs were invented, they were playing with bottle caps and pennies glued in them. Anyhow.
Anywho.
Got another one here. So, an asteroid apparently... I do. An asteroid apparently passed by Earth really close.
Very close.
Like 45,000 miles or something like that.
Which sounds like a lot of miles, but they said literally like less than 2 degrees of a variance would have smacked into our planet.
Yeah. But
like
it only would have...
2 degrees, which the human eye, like, you could imagine...
That's a lot. I mean, that's super close.
But here's what got me. They didn't even know it was going to happen. They didn't know about it till it went past us.
Till it passed.
And they went, oh no, what's that? And if I remember the article, by the time they noticed it,
it was too late.
They tried to sound a warning, we're screwed.
Well,
and it was big enough that it would have like done destroyed the population of Earth. Massive losses.
Is it? Armageddon-like scenario.
Yeah. You gotta get those crazy mofos up there drilling into it and planting that bomb.
I'm just browsing through the article right now.
Anyway, the thing that got me the most while you're browsing was the fact that they didn't even know it was happening.
Right, that's the thing that kind of, like, it just came out of nowhere. Ooh, I hear they're pouring over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so...
And only 45,000, which is like the closest we've ever had, I guess. Like, aside from ones that have hit and been smaller.
But that doesn't... Well, I was going to say, this thing could come back around at some point. I mean, if it was that close... And with our gravity... I would assume with the way that our gravity works on our flat Earth... or triangular Earth, depending on which theory you believe in, that this thing could loop back around potentially at some point, or just got slingshotted off into another direction. But
yeah, there's an actual animated GIF, and I will say it that way, of how close it came to hitting Earth. And when you watch it, it looks like it collides, like it's that close.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at it. I mean, it's pretty damn close. Fascinating. Anyway. What else we got going on? Oh, that's right. Our main topic of discussion today. Gillette. The best a man can get. So,
you should get me some root beer.
I got it right here. The fine folks at Gillette are suffering some serious
razor
backlash. Razor burn.
Financial razor burn.
Financial razor burn from their toxic masculinity campaign.
Yeah.
$8 billion. Billion with a B. $8 billion loss because of their toxic.
Just because of that ad.
Because of that ad. Yep.
I'd totally forgotten about it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm over it. I've moved on.
Same here. $8
billion?
Billion.
Jeez.
Due to that campaign that went viral. That's a lot of hooch.
It'd be a good time to buy stock. It's probably pretty low.
That's $8 billion is unimaginable amount of money.
That's crazy. I didn't think it would have that big of an impact. Like, Nike hasn't taken that big of a backlash, have they?
No, but
I mean, we haven't really looked it up.
I'm trying to find Gillette on. Oh no, it's who's the parent company? It's not Gillette. It's not Johnson and Johnson. Shit.
General Mills.
Procter and Gamble. That's it. Procter and Gamble. So their stocks didn't take that big of a hit recently. Let's go back a month. So they were down, let's see, they were at like 112. This is for the month. Let's go for the 3-month period. So they were down like 106 3 months ago, and they're actually up 120, 116. So they're actually, the stock is up quite a bit, but they've lost $8 billion. I don't know how that works, but they're down $8 billion because of that ad. That's insane.
I can't fathom $8 billion.
I can't fathom $1 million. I can barely fathom my paycheck. So, but that's a lot of money. So it says that in 2019, they declared war on one of the left's favorite villains, masculinity, particularly toxic masculinity, and predictably sparked a massive backlash for alienating a large percentage of the target audience. 7 months later, Gillette's parent company, Procter & Gamble, was forced to take an $8 billion write-down for increasingly toxic brand. That's a lot of money. So, hey.
Well, I mean, big risk. They went all in.
They did.
Put their eggs in that basket. What killed them? I mean, they did this toxic masculinity thing, and then after people start seeing, like we talked about the pink tax, I told you about.
Right. One
razor's blue, one's pink. They're the exact same in every way, aside from color. The pink one costs like 30% more.
Right. And that was
They're taking
mentioned.
advantage of women.
Well, that was mentioned in.
Yeah, we talked about it
in one of the articles, though, that I've read.
So they shot themselves in the foot. I mean, honestly, it's kind of like Nike and this whole backing Kaepernick thing and standing up for the rights of people. No, I'm not even talking about him.
I know.
I'm just talking about they're hitching their cart to that horse and saying he was discriminated against and all this when really he was just bad at football. But he took a knee, whatever. He has that right. I fully believe that that's his right to do what he wants. But the thing is, the Chinese women that make these shoes make like 20 cents an hour.
Right.
and they're sitting here talking about equal rights for everybody and all this. And I'm like, guys, you can't, if you're going to put yourself out there like that, if you're Gillette or Nike and you're going to go all in, it's that, taking it back to biblical scripture, if you're going to try to point out a speck in somebody's eye, make sure to remove the plank from your eye first.
Right.
It's one of those, like, you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. And that's in Leviticus.
I think that's a rap song.
Oh. I get the Bible and 90s rap lyrics confused a lot. So, but I mean, that's what they get,
I'm still like just $8 billion.
Yeah,
so
$8 billion
much.
is. I saw a meme, and it was in relations to the whole wall and how much it's going to cost because the price of the wall kept growing and kept growing, and it showed a human being, and a stack of I think like $1,000 next to him, and then a bigger stack of 100,000, then a bigger stack, big like cube that represented $1 million. Then from the million to the billion, absolutely blew my mind because you couldn't even see the guy anymore. It was, it's so much more money than most people even fathom. I don't even know if people that have $1 billion, they know. Well, here's my thing too.
They're completely disconnected.
They are. And our money here in America, nothing backs it anymore. It's only worth what we're told it's worth.
Right.
It's a very fragile economic system because there used to be gold backing everything.
And that's the way it needs to go back to that.
Representing gold. Well, the problem is now we have more paper than we do gold. And paper's not worth a whole lot. So, I mean, unless it's a historical document or something, but that tangible, quote unquote, money isn't there. So even if somebody says I have $1 billion, they're literally an economic collapse away from having nothing unless they've invested in some tangible goods that would be worth something to a broken economy. So for me to even like try to fathom having $1 billion at my disposal or that kind of those assets, it boggles my mind. To lose $8 billion, I feel like somebody should, if they didn't, somebody should have been fired.
They should have. And
like, all right, Karen, it was your idea to have this commercial. Yeah, I went real sexist and made it a Karen.
I get, well,
playfully sexist. But yeah, that's insane. That is a huge loss. Multiple people had to make the decision, one, to do the commercial, and two, to carry it out and, you know, see it through. It had to be a team. They made a bad choice, obviously.
Right.
Some people may disagree, but proof's in the pudding. If you lose $8 billion,
but how much? Up. But how much is $8 billion to a company like Procter and Gamble at the same time?
I guarantee you, if I have $1 million and I lose 1,000, it's not going to kill me, but I'm still not going to be happy.
No.
The thing that I've seen is it seems to me, and of course this is from the outside looking in, so it's kind of skewed, my skewed vision of it or whatever. But it seems to me that the more money people like that have, the more they hate losing anything. It's like Scrooge McDuck. You know, this kind of people that will do anything. Like if they see a penny on the ground and they're a millionaire, they pick up that penny.
Right.
That kind of mentality. Sure, Procter & Gamble has probably trillions. Are you looking up how much
I'm looking
worth?
It up, yeah. So their net worth is $200 billion.
$200 billion. They lost 8 of that.
So I'd say
that still hurt.
That's a big hurt.
But even if they had $1 trillion, which now we're talking stupid numbers, $8 billion is still a lot of money.
Let's. I think what is Apple's worth? I mean, they have.
Oh, I don't even know.
I think they're in the trillion. Yeah, I think
gotta be.
Apple's worth is. Oh, let's see. No, I don't want their shares. I want their worth. $750 billion. So $8 billion to them wouldn't. I don't know that they would actually feel that. But Procter and Gamble, $8 billion, under $200 billion, they might feel that a bit. And actually, that was 2016 at $200 billion. So that's not even an accurate number. I still can't wrap my head around $200 or $8 billion. It's just a lot of money for a shitty ad campaign.
They pitched that tent, and now they got to sleep in it.
Good. All right. You got anything else?
I've got an article.
Go ahead.
Let me pull it up here. Where'd it go? Man finds baby remains when cleaning out his late mother's freezer.
Ooh.
That's some macabre crap right there.
That is. That's a little brother.
So,
okay.
A St. Louis man says a box that had been in his mother's freezer for decades contained the mummified remains of a newborn baby, which he discovered while cleaning out her home after she died. Adam Smith told St. Louis media outlets that he opened the cardboard box Sunday expecting to find something like the top of his mother's first wedding cake or money because she never had a bank account. Instead, he said he found an infant's body in a pink blanket. Now, can you imagine going, okay, mom passed away. Let's see what's in the box. She told us not to look in it. Thought it was maybe wedding cake, maybe some money she was trying to hide. And then you find a baby. So it says the St. Louis police confirmed they're investigating a quote-unquote suspicious death involving a unknown infant found inside the home and that the autopsy results were pending. However, the police will not answer questions, blah, blah, blah. Called to the home, blah, blah, blah. Smith said police questioned him for 2 hours and that he provided investigators with a DNA sample. He said his mother took the box with her as she moved to 4 different apartments in St. Louis, but that she wouldn't answer her children's questions about it.
Wow.
So when she moved, she took it. They said, Mom, what's in the box? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
He said he remembers asking his mother when he was 7 or 8 years old why she seemed sad. He said, all I can remember is that she told me my oldest child would have been 21 today, he recalled, and that her name was Jennifer. His mother died from lung cancer at the age of 68. Even as she was on her deathbed, she never told me what was in the box, he said. That's what makes me think maybe she did something to this baby and didn't want to tell anyone because she was afraid she would get in trouble. Now, we've talked about off-air, getting into some macabre, true crime stuff.
Right.
This one right here is like modern day, like, what the heck happened?
It was her.
I just listened to the Brohio podcast.
Yeah.
They did one on John Benet Ramsey, the little girl that was quote-unquote kidnapped, found dead in the basement, and who they think did it and all this. This has that kind of feel to it to me. And then not only like...
Oh, no, this doesn't have that feel to me. The mother did something and put the baby in the freezer.
The mother may have done something, or the baby may have just passed away, and the mom didn't know how to handle it. Because, like, people go nuts, you know, if she was a little bit off anyway, or... It's just weird to me. I like to study the human mind. So now I'm wondering, did she have any medical conditions in the past? Any...
Maybe.
You know, disabilities, any kind of bipolar tendencies, and not know how to process it, the grief or whatever. Because, you know, he says, I remember her being sad and saying my oldest child would have been 21 today. And her name was Jennifer. So it's like, did she accidentally kill her in a fit of first baby?
Shaken baby syndrome.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So was it an accident and she felt so bad and she didn't want to obviously get in trouble. And then through the years, she didn't want to lose her other kids. So they just all grew up with their sibling in the freezer and didn't know it.
Right.
That's weird.
It's not weird. It's fucked up.
Well, I mean, potato, tomato. Extremely weird. Like, just the whole thing. Like, I have so many questions.
You want to go talk to her?
She dead.
We'll have a seance.
We can get out on a Ouija board?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm so good on that.
Ouija board's just a game.
Yeah, that's fine.
Shit ain't real.
So is Monopoly. Nobody likes playing that either.
Money isn't real.
Actually, I like Monopoly. But anyway, yeah, that one, I didn't send that to you because I was just like, well, if we need something to talk about, dead baby in the freezer for decades that the rest of the kids didn't know about, that one will get you.
Yeah, that one.
You
All
can
right.
find me in St. Louis.
No, you can't. You'll be dead in a freezer.
That's in the book of Matthew.
Or behind a freezer.
You can findeth me in St. Louis.
Ugh. All right. I got nothing else. Let's shut this down.
Let's shut her down.
All right. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and the Twitters.
Insta-Google, Tweetstagram.
Thought it was Insta-Google, Facegrams.
Nope.
Face-to-Google, Tweetstagrams?
Insta-Google, Tweetstagram.
Face-to-Google, Narstagrams.
Everybody's Narcangrams.
Narcissistagrams.
Narcangrams are like the little Teddy Graham crackers they pass out on Sullivan Avenue.
I thought that's what they gave you at church.
Narcangrams, you take those after you shoot up.
I thought that was the little wafers they gave you at church with wine.
No, those are cardboard.
Oh.
Those are just cut up old cereal boxes.
That's disgusting.
I agree.
Ugh. Anyway, send us an email at buckhornpodcast@gmail.com.
Tell us what you want to hear.
Tell us what you like.
Our opinion
Tell
on
us
it.
what you don't like. Because I can tell you what I don't like.
Yeah, if you hate us, tell us.
Yeah, I don't like your opinion.
Give us your opinion. We don't like it.
We don't like it. So check out the rum, the Mount Gay Black Barrel Rum. It is super delicious.
Pretty good stuff.
And nutritious.
I don't know about that.
It could be.
It could be.
And
I don't know if it is.
we will talk to y'all later.
Peace.
Pinkies up.